This is 6 News Now, here for you 24 hours a day, online at WLNS.com.
Steals and Deals, sponsored by True Community Credit Union.
It's Thursday and time for Steals and Deals. Lauren Thompson is here, and we have been talking about the rising prices of groceries before, but tonight Lauren has something that can help us with that, right, Lauren?
I do, Siobhan. A Colorado mom actually is taking Instagram by storm, sharing her hack that she says has saved her hundreds of dollars a month at the grocery store. And it really seems pretty simple. So I'd say that this is worth a try. So what exactly is this hack? Well, it's a need to use bin in the fridge. What's that, you ask? Well, it's just something you set up where you put all the food that's about to go bad or that needs to be eaten with the next day or so. So according to this mom, Alyssa Miller, it puts this food front and center where it can be seen before it does go bad. So as you reduce your food waste, you save money. And for Miller, that amount has literally been in the hundreds.
Every week I sweep through my fridge and I just look for anything that's on its last few days. So maybe it's a cucumber I had half cut up for a salad earlier that week, and I know that it's about to start to go slimy. So I'll put it in that need to use bin.
Well, Siobhan, I really think that this is a good idea because honestly, I throw away a ton of food that's gone bad. It's at the back of the fridge, you forget about it. And Miller says this is actually kind of fun because it forces you to be creative. Because if you're digging through your fridge, what's at the back, and pulling it forward, and what can I make with this, you know, forces you to think. And groceries are up on average 9%. Just since last year. You know, we're all feeling it. So I think anything like this really can help.
And a hack I just learned. Strawberries in a sealed glass jar.
Oh, keeps them longer?
Keeps them longer, I'm telling you.
Strawberries in my house, I set them down on the counter, they're gone. We don't have that problem.
Well, thank you, Lauren. That's good stuff. And we're going to see you coming up here in just a bit for 6 News at 6. So what's ahead?
Looking for a different kind of lunch break? Check out the Daily Digital Debrief, weekdays at 12:30 on WLNS.com and on the 6 News app. It's a little bit of news, a little bit of weather, a little bit extra.
Introducing our new redesigned 6 News mobile app. Our new app features a sleek modern design, an easy-to-navigate home screen with quick access to local news content, and a localized weather forecast. Subscribing to notifications is easier, and with one tap, you have access to recent push notifications. There are more ways to watch and find video, and a red light alert badge notifies you when we're streaming. Download or update our new local news app today. 6 News, here for you.
Looking for a different kind of lunch break? Check out the Daily Digital Debrief, weekdays at 12:30 on WLNS.com and on the 6 News app. It's a little bit of news, a little bit of weather, a little bit extra.
A developing story tonight. Governor Gretchen Whitmer filed a lawsuit today to protect abortion rights in Michigan.
She made the decision ahead of a ruling that's expected to come from the U.S. Supreme Court in the next few months. That case is the historic Roe v. Wade. It currently protects a woman's right to get an abortion.
Governor Whitmer wants to erase an old law in Michigan that prohibits an abortion. That law was created back in 1931 and is still on the books, even though it is superseded by federal law.
Luke Snyder is here for you now with a look at how lawmakers are reacting to today's announcement. Luke?
Sherry and Lauren, Governor Whitmer is looking to keep abortions legal in Michigan, even if the Supreme Court strikes down Roe v. Wade. As you'd imagine, people on both sides of this debate are fired up tonight. Will abortions remain legal in Michigan? It's a controversial and divisive issue. State Representative Julie Brixey says she supports the governor's decision.
I'm so grateful that she's using every tool she has to preserve the right to a safe, legal, and accessible abortion.
Brendan Beery is an expert in constitutional law. He says the governor's move to ask the Michigan Supreme Court to change the state ban is a legal option.
It's been rarely used, but it is there. the governor has the authority to send something to the Michigan Supreme Court called an executive message.
That means it would be up to the Michigan Supreme Court to decide if abortions are legal here. It's something Bury says he expects to see happen in other states.
What are we going to do now? Because, do they enact new legislation? Do they simply repeal old legislation? Do they do what Governor Whitmer is doing and go to the state Supreme Court and get it to invalidate?
But those opposed to abortion say the governor is overstepping her bounds.
This is what she does. She thinks she's tyrant of the state of Michigan. This idea that we're going to protect privacy rights or bodily autonomy of certain individuals, but not of others, like the unborn child in the womb, is extremely offensive to the proper role of government.
Democrats currently have a 4-3 advantage on the Michigan Supreme Court. Legal experts say it would take a few months for the court to come to a decision. As for the Supreme Court's Roe v. Wade's decision, that's expected in June. Sherry and Lauren.
Introducing our new redesigned 6 News mobile app. Our new app features a sleek, modern design, an easy-to-navigate home screen with quick access to local news content, and a localized weather forecast. Subscribing to notifications is easier, and with one tap, you have access to recent push notifications. There are more ways to watch and find video, and a red light alert badge notifies you when we're streaming. Download or update our new local news app today. 6 News, here for you.
Happened after 2 teen murder suspects accepted a plea deal today for the fatal shooting of Noah Sissong last October.
Those charged with his murder, 2 boys, one 13, the other 17 years old.
And today the teens accepted reduced charges that had the victim's family visibly upset. Sarah Alshat was there when the argument broke out. And Sarah, what was it like in that courtroom?
Sherry and Lauren, you could feel the tension in the courtroom even before the argument broke out. It was a packed hearing. On one side, the families of the 2 teenage suspects. On the other, Noah Sissong's family. And the 2 sides started arguing after the plea deals were accepted. The 17-year-old entered a guilty plea on assault with intent to rob while armed and accessory after the fact to felony. The shooter, a 13-year-old boy, pleaded guilty to intent to rob while armed and involuntary manslaughter. Both of their murder charges were dismissed in the agreement. The argument started as the families were leaving the courtroom. Police and security struggled to keep both sides apart. At one point, at least one person was even thrown to the ground by security. It took a while for things to calm down, but when it did, we spoke to Sissong's family. They say it feels like the 2 teens got away with murder.
When you take a gun and you shoot someone at point blank range in the chest, he died within seconds. That is not unintentional, and that is not recklessness, which is the exact definition of involuntary manslaughter.
Now, this all happened one day after prosecutor Carol Seaman announced in a separate case that she would not send 2 other teen murder suspects to adult court. Tonight at 11, we'll hear more from Sissong's family and who they blame for all of this. Lauren.
This is 6 News Now. We will begin in 60 seconds. Six News Now will begin in 30 seconds. Don't go anywhere. 6 News Now will begin shortly.